Fire King Yubel. Firstly, let's take a look at our Yubel package. We run the absolute minimum of things that we need to play Yubel and Fire Kings because we're running 2 engines in this deck. Well, 3 engines basically. We're running a lot of stuff in this deck, so we need to be very minimalistic with which cards we choose to put in. So I haven't actually got any of the new Yubel support, Infernal Grave Squirmer, Nightmare Throne. I haven't got any of that. This is a TCG deck, so it's pre-Legacy of Destruction, but once Legacy of Destruction comes out, let me know if you want to see me redo this deck with the new Yubel cards, and of course subscribe to see that video. So for our Yubel strategy, very simple. We have our Sacrifice Demon Lotus. This card, we can tribute her to special summon Spirit of Yubel. Spirit of Yubel will then add Nightmare Pain to our hand. We'll then use Nightmare Pain to destroy Spirit, search for our Eternal Favorite, and then Spirit will special summon Yubel from our hand, deck, or graveyard. So what we end up on with this combo is we end up on a Yubel with Eternal Favorite, Nightmare Pain for protection, and Sacrifice Lotus in the graveyard. So during our end phase, our Lotus will come back to the field. We can either tribute her to keep Yubel on the field, or if we can tribute another monster, we end up with Lotus on the field to use its monster negate effect. We also have Eternal Favorite with Yubel, which means during our opponent's turn, we can super fuse all of the effect monsters on the field, and that's basically a board wipe. So what we've got is 1 negate, potentially, 1 board wipe, and some battle protection from our monsters, and a really difficult to get rid of monster as well. Next up, let's look at our Snake-Eye engine. So the Snake-Eye engine, if you don't know, is just the best way to play Fire Kings. It's a really consistent way to get our Fire King combo, and that is pretty much the only reason that we run the Snake-Eyes. So the combo here is to summon either your Dear Bellstar, special summon with her effect, or normal or special summon Poplar with its effect. When these cards are summoned, they will search for our original Sinful Spoils Snake-Eye. Now what this card will do is send one of the face-up card we control to the graveyard to special summon a level 1 fire monster from our hand or deck, and that gets us our legendary Fire King Ponix, which starts off our Fire King plays. Speaking of our Fire Kings, let's take a look at that. The Fire King combo is very simple. We have legendary Fire King Ponix. We normal or special summon him, preferably special summon him using the effect of our Snake-Eye. When Ponix is normal or special summoned, he can search for our Fire King Sanctuary. Then we use Sanctuary to search for Fire King Island. Fire King Island can then be used to destroy the Ponix on our field and search for our Sacred Fire King Garunix. After that, Garunix will special summon himself by his own effect and destroy a monster in your deck. You're going to destroy either your Avata or your High Avatar Kirin. In most cases, you're going to destroy Avata. It's good to have him in the graveyard because we'll bring him back later and use his negate effect. So what you're going to want to do in most cases is destroy Avata in your deck. Avata's effect will then trigger to special summon the Ponix from your graveyard, and then you can go into a link play. For some extra support, we also run 3 copies of Bonfire. Bonfire will add a level 4 or lower Pyro monster from our deck to our hand. That will be used to add our Snake-Eyes Poplar. Poplar, when she's added, will then special summon herself and get you your Sinful Spoils, so that will get your whole combo going off of the Fire Kings. We also have 1-for-1, which can special summon our Poplar, our Ponix, or our Sacrifice Demon Lotus, whichever one we need. For the rest of our deck, just some extra support. We've got 3 copies of Impermanence for the negation, Call by the Grave to stop an Ash or a Droll, and finally 3 copies of Nibiru because Nibiru apparently forces your opponent to surrender. I'm pretty sure that's what its effect is your opponent must surrender the game. I mean, that seems to be what happens every time I use him, so I guess that's what he does. Okay, so real quick, I'm just going to go over the full extended version of the Fire King combo. This is going to get a little complicated, so try to pay attention. So what we want to do is first preferably use our Bonfire to search for our Snake-Eyes Poplar. Poplar's effect, it will then special summon herself to the field, and then add our original Sinful Spoils Snake-Eye to the hand. Then you're going to link your Poplar, send her to the graveyard to special summon Link Karibo from your extra deck. Poplar's effect will then activate, placing her in the spell and trap card zone as a continuous spell, and then you use your original Sinful Spoils, sending Poplar to the graveyard to special summon your Fire King Ponix. Then use the Fire King combo that I just described before. Next up, you're going to want to link your Ponix and your Garunix, send them to the graveyard to special summon IP Masquerena, and then send Masquerena and Link Karibo to special summon your Promethean Princess, Bestower of Flames. So you're going to want to use your Promethean Princess's effect to special summon a fire monster from your graveyard. Then you're going to link your summoned monster with your Promethean Princess in order to special summon Amphibious Swarm Ship Ambler Whale. Now this is a really strong board to finish on. I know it doesn't seem like much, but it is actually really powerful. Ambler Whale is a really cool card, but it's not his field presence that makes him so powerful. It's our graveyard setup. So what we've got in the graveyard is Promethean Princess, Bestower of Flames. So when our opponent special summons a monster, you can activate her effect, destroy your Ambler Whale on the field, and then destroy any of your opponent's monsters, which is fantastic interruption, and then special summon your Promethean Princess to the field by her effect. After that, you're going to activate the effect of your Ambler Whale who's just been destroyed, and you're also going to activate the effect of Garunix. So Ambler Whale will special summon a Link 3 or lower monster from your graveyard, so you can bring out your Masquerena, who can then link summon during our opponent's main phase. And then Garunix, when a fire monster is destroyed, that being your Ambler Whale, Garunix is going to special summon himself from the graveyard, and then it will trigger his effect, destroying a fire monster in your deck. So what you're going to want to do is destroy your Kirin. Kirin's effect will then activate special summoning your Avata from the graveyard, and then destroying one of our opponent's cards, which again, another fantastic interruption, and it brings Avata onto our field for another monster negate. And it's just a lot of interruption upon interruption upon interruption. And then if your Link 3 or lower monster is destroyed, being your Princess, your Masquerena, your Little Knight, you can then activate the second effect of Ambler Whale. If a Link 3 or lower monster on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect, while it's in your graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard to destroy another card on the field, giving us more interruption, more destruction. It's just crazy. This deck just works really well because the Fire King monsters generally only use special summons. You don't really use your normal summon for the combo thanks to the Snake-Eye, meaning that we can save our normal summon for our Lotus and our Yubel plays. And the other reason is because Fire King Island can also be used to destroy a Yubel in our hand or field, who will then float into her next form, getting just another way to get your Yubel on the field, or just to get more monsters out. Really helpful for getting out your Gustav Max for the final 2,000 points of damage. So that is really all there is to say about this deck. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. Let me know what you would change with this deck, what you would do. In my next version of the deck, I will run the full Fire King Snake-Eye combo. There just wasn't room for it in this version of the deck. Plus the full Yubel with Legacy of Destruction cards, once those cards come out in just a few weeks. But for now, let's see this thing in action.
ら君の全ての愛を永遠に独り占めすることができる。
君にとって僕の愛なんて邪魔なだけなのか。俺の手を取る。これでお前と俺は友達だ。
ユベル、俺は絶対にお前を倒しヨハンを取り戻してみせる。
ありがとう。君のその本気の気持ちたまらなく嬉しいよ。だって今日の愛の苦しみはそのまま10代君の苦しみになるよ。分かったか。ネオスペーシアンとの仲間意識なんてそんなもんで何の役にも立ちはしない。僕一人の愛の方がずっと強いのに。さあ攻撃しておいで。